One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Washington Huskies offense will take the field first. Offense changing the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Kansas State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before. Allen in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rousseau. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. And this dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Huskies have their offense in high gear. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid
not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And he was fortunate to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Oakland. He's really close to that first down mid-short. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get through.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Peterson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Using his feet to buy time. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just
throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Off to the races to the right. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Pocket breaking down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Under fire. Got his man downfield. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs in some receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting